What's up? Okay, so we got another project today. I'm gonna be attempting to do some new custom headlights on my Trans Am, my WS6. So I found these lights. I've seen a lot of people do the sleepy eye type thing on C5 Corvettes, and I realized how easy it is to do on a WS6 with the pop-up headlights. And so I went and bought these 1x6 lights, which I gotta say, I tested them out and they're pretty bright. If I can get it to stay on. Pretty bright. I checked out the beam pattern on them and it looks really good. And I think with two of these, it's going to be a lot better than the factory, and I can get the headlight to only come up, you know, oh so much, and I think it'll be a lot sleeker of a look than the factory, a lot less obtruse, and provide a ton of light. So the hard part's going to be figuring out how to customize, get this in there, if I can use the factory bracket or the bracket that comes with this, if I can use the any of the factory headlight stuff, or if I'm going to need to dig in deeper and get some metal and bend it and make custom bracket or whatnot. So let's dig in, see what we find. I already popped the hood. All right, so I forgot to bring sockets. First things first, loosening this or turning it counterclockwise, and that lifts up the headlight. This headlight also has I have a broken tab, so at some point I'm going to be removing the entire headlight to try and get that tab. You see how loose it is? There is a bracket back here. So what I figured out that is somewhat hard to see, what I figured out is that to get these to stay right here, this guy right here, it goes down, and so I just need to be able to have a spacer here on the frame rail that this hits, and when that hits that, it will stop the headlight from coming up any further. So that essentially will give me the look I'm looking for, which is probably to have the headlight almost turning it kind of like that, maybe even lower, so it's not all the way up. Let me grab the headlight itself. I'll show you what I'm thinking. Then the idea is having this in there at about that height. So I need to remove the headlight and figure out how to get this guy in. It goes that way. And once I get that in, if it works out well, I will buy, I'll probably get it tucked in there a little bit better, but I will buy another set for the high beam, and then you flip it upside down so then the beam shoots up instead of down, and I will end up placing that in there like so, and I'll have an offset set like that. I think that'll look really cool, a lot sleeker. The problem is securing it, trying to figure out how I'm going to secure it. So that is my challenge for today. All right, start by removing the screws on the outside. Now, let's get that guy in there. I like what I'm looking at so far, but I'm gonna need to remove this, which means I'm going to need some Torx bits to remove this. The headlight, I need to go back in the house and grab some of those. Alright, so I 3D printed a little spacer, a place for the stop mechanism to hit to tell the headlight when to stop coming up. Designed it with a little hole in it. Got a stainless steel 1/4-20 bolt. I'll fit in there, fit flush. I want the stop to hit on this part, but I should still be able to access the bolt at any time. Now, once your headlight is lifted up, you can see, where is it at? Oh, right there. So this is the stop. And basically, want that to be somewhere over here, probably like that. And so what I'm going to do is set that there. The headlight arm will hit that and it'll stop at the height approximately what I have it now. And I'm going to mark that hole. I can access it from directly above, which will allow me to drill and tap it with an extension. Alright, so I went and picked up a long extension. And I'm using a 1/4-20. It's got a self-drilling tip with 1/4-20 threads. These things are awesome. So I'm going to take that and attempt to drill this. Looks like the part I picked is somewhat sloped, so I just need to get the hole started. And I can go straight up and down. When these things are sharp, they drill so nice. I can take this, set it under there. Wrong size. And that is now in place. Perfect. Locked. It's not going to move. Cool. But I'm going to install the headlight first. I think while I have this open, now is when I'm going to do the connectors. I'm just going to cut a little bit more of this off because I want fresh ends. Maybe a bit more. I'm going to strip it a little long because I want to fold the wire inside the connector to try and basically double up to thicken how much wire is inside the crimp connector. Now I've got these little wedge connectors, and what I'm doing with it, I already did one. There it is. Basically cutting it in half so it'll fit inside the stock headlight terminal. Tug on it. So now I'm going to do the same thing to this one. Basically, I'm just cut there, cut there, and then bend and break. So if I was remembering this right, the brown was the positive, and the blue was the negative. And before I close this up, I will turn on the light just to make sure. Yep, that was it. Raise that back up. Now, I'm going to tighten this side a little bit. It's the harder side to get to once it's closed. And get it close to where I want it, which is like right there. And I should be able to move it a little bit. Lower that. Install the spacer. That in the right position. Now I'm going to close it until it, or open it until it, boom, hits that stop. That's how far these will be open. Now, I can take this, tighten this up, approximately level. I'll be able to adjust it more when I can